Hello, everybody. This is the Brick Theorists. I'm here, Maniac for Bricks, and we're also here with Dave Frost. We're here today with our launch party live stream. Now, there are little technical difficulties as far as getting the first Brick Theory video out before this live stream started, but we'll have that worked out. We'll do most of the work and put up that video either sometime later today or tomorrow. And that Brick Theory actually didn't spawn for what we're doing in the live stream today. So, Dave, you want to tell them about what we're doing?
Yeah, we're going to be talking about Lego Island and the different things that we're able to do in the game and create our own version of Lego Island.
Okay. So we're gonna do this in if anybody in the chat has already seen, there's a thing called Twitch Plays, and usually that formula is a way of live streaming where people input directions and commands for what you can do in the game, and the game will respond that way. We don't have the technological input for that, and it could get a little bit maddening if it was. So what we'll do for now is I am actually in control of the game. You can see I have the mouse moving around the screen, and I will listen to what you guys say in the chat. We'll be all the moderators that will be here. We'll be watching the chat, and we'll find out what you guys want to do because there are a lot of customizable options. And we're also going it's majority vote for what we actually get to do.
Yeah, I don't know how long, but it's a few seconds or minutes behind.
Okay. I guess if we can figure out how much of a delay there is, then we can, time it for okay, here's the situation, what do we want to do with it, and then put that amount of time forward so that people can vote for it.
Okay.
And just for a moment, I'm going to use, instead of the YouTube app to check the live stream chat, I'm going to try the gaming app and see if it's any different. Because I know that one is a little bit more oriented to watching and commenting on live streams. But let's see what happens now.
So you were right. It did start up and show up when she went live.
Okay. As far as the live stream goes, we'll edit it later and maybe publish it on the channel so that people can watch it later on. But we'll trim down details if there's long gaps in between stuff, or
okay.
Maybe highlights of the live stream, just in case people want to see it later. It's just I've seen with other Lego live streams on YouTube.
And we already have we have the Thad 2020 in the chat.
How's it going, the Thad? All right, so I finally brought it up on my phone, so I'll be able to watch for the live chat. And I see you got onto the live chat too. All right. So I'm going to wait for a few more people to get into the room because it's kind of hard to vote when there's just, 2 or 3 of us. So basically, just for those who are in the public chat, there are very simple rules for the live stream. Feel free to talk about anything Lego you'd like to talk about in the live stream, because we could bounce off of subjects in case we have to wait in between events or such. But for the most part, we're going to ask for your interaction for, giving commands, find, what characters do we want to use in different situations, how do you want to change the environment or change other minifigures, how to change vehicles, and so on. So there's a lot of other things we can do in this game. That's why when I wrote up the script for the theory video, we'll do that later. I mentioned that this is an open world adventure game because there's a lot of options. There's only a little bit of a linear path, but for the most part, you could do things in any order you like. And there's
Hello,
also
Lego Crafter 02.
What's that?
I said hello to Lego Crafter 02.
Oh, I see him. There he is. Hey, Lego Crafter 2. So, what also we're going to do, as far as rules, just make sure that you keep it clean in the chat. I know that there's Lego fans of all ages that are involved with not only the Brick Theorists, but also just watch Lego live streams in general. So try to keep it clean for everyone involved. And third, other than have fun, we cannot take invites to the chat at this time. Usually these, the idea for these live streams is that we have a set amount of moderators, which will be in the chat, and we will be listening to you guys in the chat. So don't worry. Your voice is probably one of the most important things for at least this live stream, for participation. And I'm throwing a lot of words out here. Basically, your voice will be heard. You don't need to be in the live, the panels or whatever you want to call them, to be part of the live stream. We will, we could do shout-outs in the chat itself. I mean, even as people are entering, we're doing shout-outs, so it'll work out. It's a little slow at the start because I'm waiting for a few more people to join in.
Hi, Brooks, for me.
Oh, hello, Dave Frost.
Hey, Bricks for me. Sorry, I can't. I have my computer facing my computer, so I can't really see if anybody joined here.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Hey, Maniac, I know it may be a bit difficult, but if you want to, you can make me a moderator for the stream and for future streams so I can remove unnecessary characters.
Right. That sounds good. I have to see how I can do that from here. Maybe for just a moment, I'll turn the camera off, face this around, and then I could do this. And that's in the control room settings. No. How do I set this up?
Good morning, Pumpkin Bricks.
Hey, Pumpkin.
I think what you do, Maniac, is just go to the chat, mouse over my name, to the right of what I say, and then it'll give you the option there, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, it's giving me the option. We can do that. Okay, so you're now a moderator. We have Minifigure Collector as a moderator. And I just need to wait a second to get Pumpkin as a moderator because for some reason it's not showing up for me right now.
And Pumpkin is asking for an invite.
Yeah, he can get one. I should have sent one through Google Plus.
Right.
I don't know if it's easy to obtain or or anything like that, because so what was that? Lego Crafter 02 said he's building 40166 Legoland Train. That's a cool set. That's the exclusive one, right? From just came out not too long ago. Okay, so for some reason I can't set Pumpkin as a moderator, but he's still invited to the chat. And let's see. Oh yeah, it is a Legoland exclusive.
Oh, congrats.
Alright, so let's see if I can fix this camera around, and we'll start it off. Just face it back on the frame that I had it before. Because at Amateur Inc., we have only the finest of old technology. On Google Plus, did you invite Pumpkin Bricks? If you did, you have to invite my other account. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I invited Pumpkin, and we can see if we can fix that. Can either Dave or Bricks for me invite Pumpkin using Matt? Oh, you already are. Okay. I guess I already did that and I didn't realize it. It actually went through. Alright, so we just have the opening cinematic. We'll talk more about facts about, Lego Island with the weekly facts of Lego video. I looked it over. Bricks for me looks pretty good as a script again.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. There might be one or two things might need to be tweaked, but they're not a big deal.
Yeah,
I'd say it's
okay. Sorry.
And yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the I tried to work with my speakers with my monitor. I even had a second monitor to try to work with it, but for some reason, the sound is not coming through on the game. So, for those who are experiencing Lego Island for the first time, I apologize, but I know that some people out there probably have already heard about it or have seen it, at least in some capacity. And as much as I know almost every line of Lego Island, because I've played it that much, I am not going to impersonate everyone. That would just be too much. I'm going to spare everyone of my my acting talent. So for right now, this will probably be the only decision I will solely make for the game. I did test run it a few times, so that we'll be sure it works here. Let's see if we can put in... Okay, we only have 7 characters, so maybe B3. theory. Bee theory. We're going to study about insects. Do they actually eat honey? Pumpkin's asking if Bricks for Me can help him add him to the chat and call.
You should be added to the chat now.
Alright. Alright, so I posted in the chat as Maniac for Bricks. Our first decision is, who do we play as? Because, I'll have to fill in for lack of audio here. We have 5 choices of characters that we can play as from the Lego Island citizens, and there are 7 different locations that we can go to for each one of them to do different tasks. This is a quick reference. I'm going to take a look around the information center. And this is a score cube. It's basically, think of it like nowadays, like achievements, like your gamer score, so that, depending on how well you do on each of these activities, you will get rewarded either, I think it's a blue brick if it was okay, a green brick if it was good but could be better, and then a red brick being like the best. So it's kind of like keeping track of your score. And this is all the combinations that you can do. Mainly 5. Well, there are more than 5 locations you can go to, but these are the ones that have missions involved with them. Think of it like side quests in like an RPG. Over here you can change the profiles, and over here we just have some Lego bricks.
Morning.
That built some of the sets.
Hey, Matt.
Hello.
Hey, Matt.
Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay.
We got Bricks and Blocks Reviews is in the room. How's it going?
I will be back in a few seconds.
Alrighty. And feel free to jump in at any point. I'm just gonna keep talking just to fill the air, but don't feel like you have to, if you have something to say, don't be afraid to say it.
Can I add the other mods / elites to the call?
Yes, you can. I did try to send it out earlier. I don't know if they got them, but we'll see what we can do. So, I'm just waiting on the chat right now, because the first decision we have is, who are we going to be and what are we going to do? Basically, our options are Mama Briccolini, Papa Briccolini, Pepperoni, Nick Brick, and Laura Brick. You can play as any of them throughout the island. If I had the audio equipped, you would actually get to hear that each of the island citizens will interact with them in different ways. So there's a lot of lines of dialogue in this game, surprisingly. Like, for each character, there's almost like their own set of, conversation with other people.
We got 2 votes for Pepper.
Yeah, I vote Pepper too.
Alright, let's go with Pepper, but where are we going to go? Because we got 7 places to go to, and at least 5 of them we can actually do stuff at. The information center is where we are, so I can't really pick that one. We just go back in a circle.
I just added Delta, Mini, Minifig Collector, and Burger Key.
Alright, thanks.
I don't know what Graphic Bricks' Hangouts is.
It might be under his first name.
Yeah, so.
Either that or it's under Merlin. I forget which.
Maniac, we are about 30 seconds behind.
Alright, that's good to know. And already we're 20 minutes in. And Pumpkin, I mentioned it before. I'm not sure if you're in the room, but we can publish the live stream on the channel later, just as long as we condense it. So we'll have like all these kinds of pauses in between stuff taken out, so it'll be a little bit more, active. It'll be kind of more like the highlights, of the live stream.
Hello, the Brickarchy and Mini Bricks.
Hey, there they are.
You both have invites on Hangouts.
Yeah, Mini Bricks specifically you in. Currently, we're voting who we're going to be. We've seemed to get a majority vote for Pepperoni so far, but now we're going to figure out where we're going to go to start things off. So we have the police station, gas station, hospital, racetrack, pizzeria, and I guess we call it the lifeguard post. There's probably a better name for it. I don't remember it that well.
Maybe we should show the trailer of the character before we use them.
We could do that. Again, we're not really going to get the audio with it, but you could still see them. I'm really surprised, though. Pepper is, really... when I played this game for testing it, I actually realized that each of the characters has, some pretty interesting strengths and weaknesses. Pepper can't read, but he's really good at math. Like, in this trailer, he talks about all different degrees that he's, skateboarding with. Of course, he's also playing fun with it because he's like, I've got more degrees than a thermometer. I got more degrees than a professor. But even when you're playing around with him and you talk to him, and you even hear he spits other math stuff out. It's pretty cool.
We have one vote for the lifeguard post and one vote for the pizzeria.
Right. Hey, Disney Freak 309 is here. Who was at the live auction? Yep. About that, we're probably not going to do a second live auction because it seemed to go okay, but it has taken me quite some time to, pack everyone's orders and send them out. I did send yours out, Disney Freak 309. I sent it out today. I sent out minifigure collectors. I sent out a bunch of people, actually. And there's only a few more that I'm waiting on.
Hey, Minnie.
Hello.
Hey, Minnie.
Hello,
Hey,
Ben.
Minnie.
Hey, Brick's for me.
I mean, you guys in the room can vote too if you want.
Yeah, I'm looking at Pep from the lifeguard post. The lifeguard post are my favourite areas.
Yeah.
The trains were always fun, but I think I was more Lego Island 2 than the first one. That's what I remember playing the most.
Yeah, there's a train station in Lego Island too.
Yeah, that massive mountain.
Mhm.
Okay, so Lego Crafter 2 said let's do the pizzeria. So we have one vote for that.
Right. Well, right now we're at a tie.
See, Matt, this would be the time to do your alternate accounts.
To do what?
I'm joking.
I know.
Kind of like it's still with spray paint right now, but. Oh, there it is. Hey. I found my silver spray paint. That's good. Right now we're working on a custom Sentinel shield.
And we need a tiebreaker.
So yeah, I'm working on this right now. I'm gonna focus in pretty well. Well, it's a Sentinel shield. So instead of dark grey, I'm going to spray paint it to silver. And I've
Oh,
got.
and we have 2 votes for the pizzeria now.
There we go.
Alright.
No.
We got our tiebreaker. Let's try it out. Now I'm very curious if the chat knows about how to play Lego Island, because technically this would start the storyline, but only with one condition. You have to go to the police station first and build a helicopter before you go here. But for right now, all it'll do, well, we'll get to see it.
Oh, speaking of helicopters, I'm building one right now.
Oh, nice.
I'm building the one from that Monster Fighter set, the Mummy.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm trying to
That
rebuild
was a really cool build.
Yeah. Alright.
Basically, there's some banter going back and forth. I think Mama Briccolini said, "What do you think of the song?" Because she's playing the piano. And then Papa steps in and he's just like, "You know what he thinks? It'd be nicer if he could get to work." And then, throws pizza at him. Oh, right. First he says about, like, "I got a bad feeling about this. I can feel it in my knees." And Mama's like, "Papa, you're imagining those things." And Papa's like, "Imagining knees? Probably right." It's fun play that they do with, like, how the Lego figures are built. Like, those who haven't played Lego Island before, there's, like, all kinds of craziness. Let's start it off. And this part's gonna be a bit linear, I will admit. In fact, that there's a roadblock.
Yeah, it seems like whenever you're trying to, like, do missions and stuff on the roads, there's always, like, stuff that's going on there.
Yeah. I almost see that in real life. I mean, like, I had to drop off my sister earlier today at the zoo, and she volunteers there, and then I skipped right past the jail.
Oh, so
Alright.
we're going to the jail mission right away. Nice.
Needs to go to the jail. So now he'll take the pizza, but he'll say it's too hot. Or it's like the wrong type of pizza. I don't know, it's a lot of dialogue I need to fill in here, but basically, the Brickster tried to trick Papa Briccolini to thinking he was Nick Brick ordering pizza at the jail. But, otherwise, the main story mode would start, but since we don't have the helicopter built, it just shows that the Brickster, like, burns his hand on the pizza. And that's really it for Pepper right now, just doing the pizzeria. So we could go around to a whole bunch of different places. We could change people's outfits. Maybe I'll do a little show it in here. You can even click on stuff, change what the flowers look like. You can even, I believe, we should be able to change, yeah, we can change his headgear. I believe we can also change, I guess maybe we can't do it now, but in some cases, you can change, like, the arm color, the belt color, the leg color. So again, that's the kind of options we have for the live stream. And also when we go to build models like the helicopter, race car, and jet ski, you can also change what those look like in color and decals. So Lego Crafter 02 said he hasn't even played the game before, but he thought the pizzeria sounded interesting. And that's fun. You can even take a walk in there, I believe. I forget this guy's name. There's something Greenberg, I think. Is it Red Greenberg? Hello?
Talking to me?
Yeah, just anywhere. Basically, the deal with that guy, he said that this was like the best pizza on the island, but he's been eating too much of it, so he exploded. And then he was
Were you
inside the
talking to me,
pizzeria.
Maniac?
Just talking to the chat, anywhere. Cause I can't even see. Is everyone still here or?
Well, I'm here. I'm just. I don't know why everything's messing up, but at the same time, you're kind of breaking up.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You can even change it while they're talking.
So, what was your question?
Uh, what was my question? Um,
On the chat is Lego Lover 225.
all right, nice to see it. Like a Lover 225 here. Go deliver pizza again. It'll have the same reaction each time. It doesn't actually tell you when you deliver pizza. In fact, I don't think it even tells you when you do the hospital. I could be wrong. If you got a red brick or anything like that. Basically, the difference of scoring is if you crash into stuff or take a long time, the game usually reminds you audibly if you're running late. Um, and they will have different reactions depending on how soon you get there, and therefore it'll give you a different score. So right now we got a red brick because we did it pretty quickly. Lego Lover 25, how is everyone? We're doing good. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing good.
Alright, so do we still want to play with Pepper? Do you want to still
Yeah, play with
go to other
Pepper.
places?
I'm sorry I was muted. I had looked through a big bin of pieces for a part.
That's alright. Well, I hope Lego Lover 225 gets better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to play some of the other clips while we wait.
So are we gonna vote again or?
Yep,
Okay.
seems like a good time to vote again. Do any of you guys wanna? You have a preference to anything?
I'm not sure which character, but I think I vote for like a racing minigame thing.
Right. I mean, we could do any of these characters for racing. Um,
I vote for Nick Brick on racing.
All right. Anybody else?
I voted for the one Bricksham said.
Right.
I vote for the racetrack.
Okay. So sounds like we're going to the racetrack, and we could go with Nick Brick. I'm just gonna see if the chat catches up. Who's voting? You know what? Watching this is reminds me. I was watching earlier. I found a video on Facebook that had to do with that scene from Spider-Man 3 where Tobey Maguire was just walking through the streets and like dancing. But the thing was, the video clip didn't have the music in the background, and it just had the sound effects of like people walking past him and him just dancing. It was so funny. Alright, so we're going for the racetrack. And technically, we don't have to keep going back here to choose things. I just figure since we still have, you know, all the characters for options, we just keep that open. But we could walk around the island all we want if people would like that. So before we start racing, we're going to have to build a race car, so we're really going to need people to vote. Let me know. As far as the building itself, it's pretty linear, but you do have a lot of customizing options for different colors and in some cases different designs. So like over here we have different colors: green, white, black, yellow, red, blue. Most of these colors are pretty much the same for all the other parts. And then in here will be designs depending on later pieces we add on to the cars. So you guys can let me know what you want for each of the pieces. You know what? We don't even need to start on that piece. We need to start on this one. This one actually changes the tires, not the... or the wheels, not the tires. Anybody? Bueller. Oops. Lego Crafter 2 says blue or green. Alright, so blue or green wheels.
Yeah, I vote for blue wheels.
Alright, you can go with blue wheels.
I also vote for blue wheels. Sorry, I'm
Alright,
spray painting.
that's alright. Guess we'll go with blue wheels in these two. You can always take them out later if you want to change colors.
Oh, the classic wheels.
Yeah.
It brings back so many memories of the pool game and stuff. Yeah, I just modified an Exonite shield. So I got rid of the
Nice.
stubby bits at the top, and then I also spray painted it silver.
Cool.
I'm going to use it on the Duke Exeter from Lego Universe for a shield. It's not the same model, but it'll look cool.
It's pretty close. I can
Yeah.
see that working.
I'm just gonna stick Sentinel Legos to it as well.
It's a cool idea. Mini Bricks, I don't know if I told you on Instagram, but I found your Sig Fig torso in the Robin set, like
That's the
the
one, yeah.
$10 set. I got it for like $7 at Target.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
Because
am.
for some reason, that's the only one that's on clearance out of any of the Nexo Knights.
Yeah,
But,
that's about the least popular one. That's probably why.
yeah, I can't remember his name, but the one that's in green was
Aaron.
also on clearance, but for $10.16.
Oh.
Well, the others were like $11.
Is this
So,
at Target?
this was a little at Target.
Yeah, I was at Target yesterday and I saw that. I
Doesn't
saw
they
a
usually go
lot
for
of
like $9.99?
at Target. They have the Scooby-Doo plane. Didn't that retail for like 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 19.95 or something. And it said, "Oh, on clearance," and it had the stamp.
Okay.
Fun,
I'm gonna have to pick up the plane again. I took a bunch of the parts out. Lego Crafter 02 said he's finished the train, so that's cool.
Why is there a second Brick Theorist account in the on chat?
There is?
Yeah.
I don't know, because I'm logged in, and that's the one I'm using right now for streaming.
Wait, what? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's alright.
What's going on?
I mean, do we want to do we want to color each of the pieces? Because you could make some different designs on it, or
I don't know. I'm
get
not
a
sure.
color scheme going.
I just make it one color, I guess.
We go all blue.
Yellow or blue? I like the idea of yellow. Either that or what I could do is just throw a bunch of the pieces on there, see what it looks like, almost completely built, and then we could change it. Okay, so here's an example of one we can change the decals. I'll go in the spoiler. You can also turn the model around to see at different angles. Get a better look at the design there. So I want this to be your guy's car. I mean, I could build it in lickety split, but like Good Crafter 02 says green body. Okay, we could try that. Does anybody else have a vote?
I do not. I'm not sure.
I would say blue, but it's alright.
We could try all these in green.
Right back.
Okay. I can't throw that piece on yet because that's going to finish the model. So if we wanted to change anything, now is the time to say so. I think we could even put different numbers on the same car, like have an 8 in the back and 5 in the front.
So then it would be like 85 or 58.
Yeah, right? It'll just confuse anyone announcing the race. Just be like, there goes number 8. I mean number 5. I mean, wait. I'm just moving my keyboard around so I can see clearer.
Hey, minifigure collector.
Morning, everybody.
Morning.
Hello. How are you, minifig collector?
Well, I just woke up.
Oh.
So I'm still waking up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got I got a lot of a lot of stuff coming from Maniac for Brick.
What, messages or?
A lot of actually it's really not that much Lego, but it's it's still
Oh, you mean things in the
substantial.
mail?
Yep.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I got that sent out this morning. I can send you the tracking number later. I did realize after I delivered it, I had a couple of those dimensions tags that I didn't throw in there because I found them afterwards in a different bin, and maybe at another time I can deliver them to you.
Cool. Yeah, maybe maybe for um, um, maybe if you get me something for my birthday, you can throw them. You can throw the pads in. You can throw the pads in there with my birthday
Right.
present. If
I gotta find out what to get for your birthday.
if you end up getting something for my birthday,
When is your birthday?
Christmas Day.
Okay. That's cool.
Mhm.
Pumpkin.
Yeah.
Did you send out the Did you send out the
the
package?
instructions?
Yes.
No, because I'm still getting more. Once I have a good amount to send you, then I'll send you them. Because I don't want to send you just a few and pay all that shipping, and I can send a lot more for the same shipping cost.
Cool. Yeah. The reason I was asking because one of the things I'm getting is the car from the Nindroid Met Dragon,
Yeah.
the one that Gormadon rides,
Oh yeah.
but it doesn't come with it doesn't come with instructions.
I don't think I have the instructions to that, but I can go online and see if I can find the instructions for it for you.
I did check the instructions are online because that's how I built it to show minifigure collector.
That it was complete without the stickers, which is fine with me. It still looks good without the stickers.
Yeah.
I'm
Sorry, I
also
couldn't.
getting that
I couldn't
set
find
later
those.
this year.
Yeah, and I'm gonna use the blank. Me and Joseph, me and Maniac for Brick discussed this. I'm gonna use the blank bases to display my Shima figure collection.
Awesome.
You know what I mean by the blank bases? The one that you usually put the vehicle on for Lego Dimensions.
I'm trying to find the instructions for you online.
I
If you
know.
look for the set number, it should show up.
I know where I know know where to look.
I found it. I'm putting it in the internal chat. So
Okay.
if you need it, it's there. Or you could just save that page to your favorites.
Yeah, bookmark it.
Yeah.
Hey, Maniac.
Yep.
Instead of all green, why not make all the colors octane colors?
We could do that. We should be able to go back in there and build it again.
Lego Lover asked, how does the game work?
Basically, the game has a couple different missions you can do. You can interact with different people. You have, like, for right now, after we rebuild this, we can do racing. So we'll actually have a racetrack to go on. And there is a storyline if we want to do that part of it.
Yeah, sounds cool. Yeah.
That means we'd have to go to the police station, and I'll have to ask you guys again about customizing the helicopter.
And one thing I like about Lego Island is that they don't use any parts when you're building they don't use any parts that weren't available during that time.
Right.
The time the game came out. So you could actually build what you built in game in real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of
I
like
mean-
Lego Dimensions, but without the instructions.
Pretty much. The only difference, I think, is that some of the pieces that have prints for numbers are only in certain colors, but other than that, you can find like an Octane 1x4 tile and things like that. Alright, so let's try racing.
Isn't the track you're racing on was a set during that time? The track in Lego Island, wasn't that a set during the time period Lego Island was out?
Not really sure. And sorry about the mess up there. I accidentally dropped the keyboard, and then I hit the escape key, so that's why it reverted back to the information center. Now we're good. Because for right now, since my laptop is recording the screen in front of it, the only thing I'm doing is I'm looking at the computer from the side, so I had to move my keyboard over.
Because
I think the racetrack is like one of my favorite songs in the game, outside of the tornadoes. They had good tracks.
I'm gonna search a Lego game on my phone to download and play it.
Yeah. I don't know if you didn't download it anywhere, at least without getting a virus.
Yeah, I was first downloading Lego games now. Not sure about this one. I've got Lego Island 2 downstairs, but it'll be tricky to get on my computer now because it's not got a disk drive.
I have Lego Island 2, both for the PC and the GBA.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
That game looks like so much fun.
This game and Lego Racers, perfection.
Yeah.
Lego Racers is a lot of fun.
My favorite.
What?
The graphics in the game kind of remind me of Mario 64. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
For the
It was on the Nintendo 64.
Yeah, for the Nintendo 64.
Wasn't Lego Racers also ported I know it was a PC game too, but wasn't it also ported to the console?
Yeah, that's what we just mentioned. The thing is, if you have it for the Nintendo 64, I found this out after I got it on eBay, you need a controller pack to save it, because you can't use the console itself to save it on. But you need like a pack that you attach onto the back of the controller, and that saves.
You need an external memory card.
Yeah. I still have to figure out where I can get one, so I can play that again.
Try
It's something
eBay.
I have to be careful about, because if you, there we go, you can
Whoops.
get hit back by the skeleton
Ah.
if you don't go through the leg right.
So it's this up so I have a question for everybody in the chat. What like if you're in a fall, what was your favorite theme that from this time, the time Lego Island came out?
And basically, what's your favorite theme from the 90s?
And 90s. Ooh. I like Castle back then and Pirates. As a kid, Castle and Pirates were my two favorites.
I'm a TV pro. Can I answer?
The original Knights King.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to think. The old.
I'm not sure. I did like the 90s town stuff, but
Go team.
I don't know.
Yeah, I put the original Knights Kingdom for my favorite theme. I love that one.
That one was great.
I love the flag from King's Castle.
My personal favorite theme, which I don't think it appears in Lego Island, is when I was a kid, with the first underwater theme that Lego did, Aqua Zone.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it appeared in Lego Island. It might appear in Lego Island 2, but I don't think it appeared in Lego Island 1.
Aquazone, I think there was a little bit in 2 of Aquazone. I'm not sure though.
I don't think it did.
Because on the
I know the divers appeared a little bit into Lego Island 1.
I know in the castle world of Lego Island 2, there's a diving bit. I can't remember if that's Aquazone though.
Yeah, I can't remember for that one. So in here, there's a secret cave. You can have a whole bunch of other things flying out of the chest. If you click on the door, you have a pirate voice that basically says you can't come in there. If you click it again, it says he has a message from the Brickster and just goes improper fashion. I'm trying to remember. There was another secret that he had. I think it was that if you press the shift key, it'll give you the easy to drive mode, which means if I have it pressed now, I can just move around by using the mouse instead of the arrow keys.
Oh, pretty handy.
So if you just move up, it'll take you forward. Down, it'll take you back.
You know what set I would have wanted? And I still want till this very day.
What's that?
The info like the info the set of the info tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that actually the other day. It's not too expensive on Bricklink. I might pull the trigger soon. I don't know.
Is that the that's the Island Extreme Stunts one though, right?
Yeah, he's like for me, the Infomaniac goes like £4 on eBay. It's pretty cheap. I need to be pretty. I might get it. I don't know.
That's pretty good.
He's a really cool pig, so I'll probably end up getting him.
Yeah, the figure itself is pretty good.
Yeah.
was the Infomaniac of like how they do today. They put a fake in with the game. How they do today. Sometimes they put a fake in with the game and a movie. Was he kind of like that?
I think he might have been. I know for Lego, I think Loco, there was like the station master. I think he might have been. I can't remember if he was.
I think Bricks for me might know a thing or two about it. And I do too, but I just wanted to let him answer. And he still got the cat in his head. So is it still bad luck if you have a black cat on your head? It's not really crossing your path, it's just on your path.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Lego Crafter 02 said he's not old enough to answer your question about your favorite 90s theme. Maybe just your favorite theme from the early thousands? Childhood? Oh, now we're changing his arms and hips. So basically, we're in the residential area, and from what I remember, you can just click on the buildings and they just have sound effects with them, but you can't actually go into them. Normally, you click on buildings in order to move into things.
That's what I liked about that's what I liked about Lego Island, because all those like if you just went around and looked at the minifigs, all those torsos are actual 90s torsos.
Yep. The only one I don't think is actually is the official Lego torso is Pepperoni, because they didn't have a hat, face, or torso for him.
Actually,
Brickolini?
I beg to differ.
Yeah.
Pepperoni appeared in Lego Island Extreme Stunt as Pepperoni.
Okay. I meant that one was not the same as this version, because they changed a bit of the design in that game. Oops, I think I clicked on a building by accident. Oh, of course, I clicked back here. Go figure. What do you guys want to do next? That's kind of what I've just been toying around.
I wanna see the hospital.
All right. Go as any. Still want to go as Nick or? Somebody. I thought I heard someone, but I didn't know if they were cut off.
That was me. I was saying incoming, outgoing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We could do that.
Enter, return.
From what I've heard, and I think Bricks for me will talk more about it on the Weekly Effective Lego video about Lego Island, Wes Jenkins does the voice. Wes Jenkins is the guy that his face is the same fit is what the Infomaniac's face is based on, but he also does a couple voices in the game. One of them being, I think, Enter. I forget which. It's the one that's like, since when did you get that color? That's a bad impression, but
I think that was pretty good.
thanks. That's what I was looking for.
So did you finish editing? Did you finish doing the edit for the first Brick Theory video?
I didn't get it done, but like I have a bunch of visuals edited in there, but I figure I'll do the rest of it once the live stream's over and then publish it when it's done. And that way it kind of makes it relevant still, because that's the video that kind of inspired what we're doing in the live stream. So I guess we'll... Hey, Pufferfish is here.
Hello.
Hey, Puffer.
It's time to pack up the ambulance. I don't think the ambulance is a real set. Because I remember
Yes, it
looking
is.
for...
Yes, it
I
is.
looked on...
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is.
I can prove it.
Because I remembered on Brick Set, they have a list of Lego Island official, like, the same accurate sets. There was one that looked like this, but it didn't have the same windows. So basically, right now, for those who are wondering, we can go to 2 different places to pick up people. If you kind of followed with the map, you get an idea for where we go, but you can go to either the police station or the pizzeria. Those are our destinations. And basically, all we got to do here is take out or lift up the this gate so that when this guy falls down, he won't bounce back on that. Mini Very Collector, do you remember what the set number is for the ambulance?
I'm trying to find it. I don't know right offhand.
Okay. So yeah, you can click on it during the cutscene and it'll automatically follow the cutscene afterward. Next up, the pizzeria. Oop, there we go. And yeah, Pepper's looking a little blue and brown and everything. I kept clicking on him and changing all of his parts. And Papa still doesn't have a hat. I think I could probably change these. Yeah, I could change their parts too. You can't change the heads or hands. Or torsos. I think that's the only difference. This is what I meant by there's so many customization options. Let's give him a sleeveless. If you can sit still.
I'm just hoping I'm not misremembering it.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
If I am, I apologize. If I'm not,
Can we shoot an invite to Pufferfish?
Sure.
yeah, I don't mind Puffer coming in.
Let me check. I think we should be able to change. Yeah, we can even change plants and things
You
while
want me to
driving.
add him to the call?
Sure.
Okay. I just need my phone.
I know we mentioned in the beginning about not asking for invites into the live stream, but we've known him for a while. He'll be good.
There's always a few exceptions.
Yep.
I did not know they made the 3 minifig packs for like they did for Rock Raiders for City too.
Oh yeah.
Puffer, you've been added to the call.
I think the city one was the only one I actually picked up at the time.
Hey, the Brookerby.
They made according to Brickset, they made 2. They made 2 of them. They made 1. They made no, they made 3. They made 1 for construction, 1 for fire, and 1 for police.
Okay. They had a ninja one too, didn't they?
I'm just talking. I'm just talking for town.
Oh, okay. Alright, so what else do we want to do? Also, hey, Brick Rookie.
Did you know did you know the pizzeria was actually a set?
I've heard it was, but wasn't really sure about that.
Hey, I'm back again. Sorry.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey, Puffer and Brick Rookie.
Hey,
Hey, Buffer.
hello.
Oh, Puffer, I've been meaning to show you this. I don't know if you saw it already on Instagram.
Oh, nice. Wait, did you print that out or did you do it yourself?
I printed that out and then I spray painted the next night shield when I'm getting rid of the stubby bits on top. So it's mostly flat.
Nice.
And right now, I'm working on the sword.
Cool.
So this is where it's at right now.
Nice.
The aliens it's I got one or two the aliens is 66.
Okay. Also, Minifinger Collector, I think you're echoing.
Oh,
I'm the first spray paint.
oh, yeah. Am I echoing now?
Nope, you're good.
Yeah, it was, I knew I recognized that aliens as a physical set.
Hmm.
So, so how is your Lego Island, your physical, Lego Island collection going?
It's going alright. I haven't picked up any more sets yet, but I have been looking into getting the lifeguard stand. And I'm actually wondering if I can talk with Brick Sanity Customs if he can make, along with us making things like custom minifigs for the Brick Theorists, custom 1x8 brick badge bricks for the Brick Theorists. I was considering maybe along with that I could place my own personal order to get like the faces for some of the Lego Island members, like the ones based on this game with Pepperoni, Papa Briccolini, and things like that. Maybe even get a custom Lego Rocket Racer. I've seen those online. Some people made them themselves, and they look really cool.
Is that Coast Guard tower on the beach an official set?
Yep. It actually comes with a few jet skis with it too, and a palm tree.
Oh yeah, I remember now. That one's based on Century Precinct.
The police station here.
The police station is based on the I think it's based on the one with the island with like the island jail.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Century Precinct was the one that had a bridge across it, if I remember correctly, and a very large helicopter. This one you're thinking of is the Metro PD station, which I did pick up a while ago. Can't really see from here though if if it has that opening in the back, because there's supposed to be like a panel here that you can lift up to make the jail escape. Disney Freak 309 is asking, when did this game come out? The game came out, I think, 97.
Hang on. I'll give you an accurate.
It was definitely like the late 90s. But yeah, there's the jail goes with this police station. There's also, when we go jet skiing, I can point out the police boat that goes with them too. There's also the motorcycles that you saw back there. The only thing in the set I don't think is on the island is the police truck. Because there's a truck that you can deliver the prisoner in, and that's not on the island.
There's a it comes with a prisoner transport.
Right.
Maniac, you're probably right about it coming out in the late 90s because all the extreme Lego Island Extreme Stunt sets came out in 2002.
Right. So we've already gone to the hospital.
Yep.
We've already gone to the racetrack, and we went to the pizzeria. So we could still go to either the lifeguard post or the... Well, we can go right here, gas station, and do stuff there too.
Back in the 90s, they used that head print a lot. The head print on that figure a lot. For when they did Motorcycle Cops.
Right. Except they don't have one, from what I remember, with lipstick. I think that one's only in the game, but I could be wrong.
I don't remember ever seeing one. I wasn't talking about the lipstick. I was talking about the shade print.
Right.
And they're still using a variant of that print today.
Yeah, they have like 2 or 3 shades of it. Shades of shades.
Oh, puns.
I really didn't mean that at first, but I was like, yeah, I'm just rolling with it.
Yeah, I know.
Shades of shades. But yeah, they have like the larger sunglasses for some of the cop figures, and then they have like the silvery ones between cops and other figures.
They got and they also have the guys with the ones with the see-through glasses.
Right. We could try to go to the jet ski now if you wanna. We can vote on what colors we want to add onto the jet ski.
Up, Maniac.
I vote for I vote for red, white, and blue.
Like red on the top, white on the bottom, or white in the middle and blue on the bottom.
Yeah, yeah, kind of like so it represents the kind of like so it represents the theme, the sub-theme because they're their icons red, white, and blue.
Yeah, that's true. They did use a lot of red, white, and blue. Disney Freak 309 says red, which helps. So we can throw that in there as well.
How did they only do one set for the I know they did it in the race theme, but I can't remember if they only did one set for wave um 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 for a jet ski race.
Well, they have jet skis in the set with the lifeguard post, but they also have a separate set, which I did pick up a while ago, for just one jet ski and one buoy. I forget what the name of it was. But I think it was Wave Runner or something like that.
Oh, is it like wait, what was the figure in it?
Good question. I can't remember.
Alright, well I have a tiny set from around that time that has a female diver and it's a little jet ski and a buoy.
No, I don't think it was that one, but it is pretty close to it. That was a Shell promotional set, if I remember correctly.
Oh, right.
I'm trying to look it up separately. Lego Island jet ski. I know I reviewed it on my channel months ago.
So I didn't know that Lego minifigures was being terminated by the Lego company.
Wait, the collectible minifigures?
No. Minifigures online.
Oh, yeah. Because the latest wave of Series 16 doesn't even advertise the game.
Yeah, that happened. It lasted about the same amount of time as Lego Universe.
Mm-hmm.
Except Lego Universe actually had updates.
Right. Oh, here it is. It was set 6517, and it was like Water Jet was the name of it. It was like a red. Let me see if I can make it in here real quick. Because it was like red here, black on the bottom. This part was red. No, this was white. And it had. You know what? I don't think this one even has the ones that are on the set, because this was supposed to have stars. And I don't see them on here.
Wasn't that wasn't all the smaller sets kinda in the correct me if I'm wrong, in the race theme, wasn't all the smaller sets kinda additional vehicle you can, like, if you for example, for the racetrack, didn't they sell additional smaller vehicles if you bought the racetrack, so you would have a bigger race race experience, basically?
Mm-hmm.
I just found a glitch. If you guys want to see it.
What, in the game or on
Yeah,
the stream or?
In Lego Minifigures Online, and I wonder if this is because they don't bother to fix anything now. But if I move over here, I just keep falling.
Oh, really? I had a hard time playing that game. I did like it for a bit, but I think the main problem I had with that game was because of my my computer. It wasn't really able to handle it. Like everything moved very slowly. It was kind of hard to to play, and just had to load a lot.
From what I can see, they only there's only they made the water jet and they made the rescue the rescue saver, which is a rescue theme branded oh fudge which is a jet ski, but it's like rescued. It had the rescue icon on it.
Right, I remember that. I
It's called-
actually have that one, I think.
It's called
Somewhere.
It's called Wave Saver.
Yeah. They had a couple different numbers and maybe the same name?
Actually, they have two different numbers, but it's the same set. CX415 is just called the Rescue Jet Ski. Then
Okay.
6428, which is the exact same set, but under a different name, it's called the Wave Saver.
Okay. Disney Freak 309 said, anyone find Series 16 in stores? I'm checking today. I haven't found any. I haven't really checked because I didn't know there was a number for. Well, I did check, but I didn't know that there was a store number for it, and I'm gonna try that and see if I can find them that way.
Most stores are honoring the street date, but I guess some stores have been in contact with Lego
Mm-hmm.
and have put them out.
Right. Strangely, I've heard even some of the Lego stores put them out.
Well, they had direct confirmation. They had direct confirmation from Lego.
Right. I guess we can go out, go racing on the jet skis. You just click on the buoy.
Was it
I mean,
was
here
it
it
like
is. This was the police boat I was talking about before. That was in the Metro PD set.
was it Lego Islands 2 where you got to go to I know in one of them there was a a party in the main storyline where the Bridgester escapes to space.
I think so.
I don't remember if it was Lego Island 1 or 2.
I think it was a Lego Island 2. Because he doesn't go to space in this one. He just tries to tear apart the island.
Lego Island was a good game for to inspire the imagination.
Mm-hmm.
For the simple fact that all the 99.9% of the parts are like actual that are like actual Lego pieces. So if you see something in the game that you want to create in real life, you could do it.
Yep.
And they were all parts available at that time.
Mm-hmm.
In '97.
There are a few that are a little bit more rare, like the handlebars for this jet ski. A little harder to find in red, I found out. And the windows that went on the information center are like the same kind that they use in some of the, I want to say, Blacktron and Futron sets. That they're, it's either blue or trans blue.
They they used they used the trans blue in they used the trans blue in Futron. They used trans yellow in they used trans yellow in Blacktron and Classic Space.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Disney Freak 309 says, "Who's excited for Cars 3 Lego sets being made?" Lego sets, yes. Cars 3, eh.
2 thumbs way down. I didn't like the initial wave of car sets. I like my set with minifigs in it.
Yeah.
Do you think Ice Age, off, like a little off topic, but do you think Ice Age is becoming the next, Land Before Time?
Yeah. My opinion on DreamWorks as a whole is I think they're the complete opposite of Disney in that where Disney and Pixar make a lot of movies that don't have sequels or make a sequel. DreamWorks puts out tons of sequels for very few movies. Like Shrek had like 4 movies and holiday specials. And Ice Age, I think this is like their 4th movie that recently came out? Their 4th or 5th, which I have no idea how they keep doing it.
Then Kung Fu Panda.
Oh yeah, Kung Fu Panda. That one's like a movie too.
How to Train Your Dragon.
Just to clarify what I meant for the people watching the chat, when I said the next Land Before Time, the Land Before Time movies had like they did the initial film, but they have like 10 or 15 sequels. And that's what I was clarifying.
Right.
I just wanted to clarify that for people that didn't grow up with the Land Before Time films.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to clarify what I meant in case somebody was totally confused.
Right.
So the past 30 minutes, I have been playing Lego Star Wars 3 on my old DS, and I beat the game 100%.
In 30 minutes?
No, I just finished that. I was like almost done. Like I beat all the levels like a few years ago. I just never got any of the extra stuff.
Congrats.
Lego Star Wars 3 is the one is the Clone Wars, right?
Yeah, but if you beat all of the extras, you get Darth Vader's TIE Advanced if you ever want to do space battles. But this is only the DS version. I know the Wii version and Xbox and PlayStation, they all had more characters and more levels.
Mm-hmm.
But like the one on my DS, that was still pretty fun.
I know.
Oh, sorry.
Disney 309 said Cars 2 wasn't that great of a movie. That's why the sets were okay. But Pixar said Cars 3 was more like the original Cars in Radiator Springs.
I hope so. Because I kind of liked Cars 2, but not at the same time. You know what I mean? Like if it was a spy movie, let it be a spy movie. It was a race movie, let it be a racing movie. Having both at the same time kind of complicated things.
You know what I like to see from Cars 3? Like they explore what the town was like when it back before they built the highway.
Yeah, that was cool.
That's what I would like to see from Cars 3. But that's my like I know they will never do it. Because that would put Lightning McQueen out of the loop.
Yep. That's true. They did show a little bit of it in Cars 1 as like a flashback.
They also had those little short Mater's Tall Tales on Disney Channel like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which was a way for Disney to throw a lot more Cars merchandise out.
Yeah.
I personally like the Tall Tale where Mater was a doctor.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I saw that one.
There was the Heavy Metal Mater.
Lego Lover 225 is asking, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
We're talking about Disney and cars, and we're looking at a car too, so that's just a coincidence. But we just came back from doing this mission, and it just kind of started up again. But what we could do now is we can go in and build the dune buggy. And if you guys want, just let me know.
Let you know what.
Like what color or designs you want to put on these. Actually, these I don't think are printed pieces in real life. For like the
Yeah. I seem to remember. Those pieces being stickers.
So here is the game, and here is all of the characters you can unlock. There is a bunch of. Let me turn my camera back on. Yeah, there's a bunch of characters from the Clone Wars, and there's also a bunch of original trilogy characters, like Jawa, Han Solo. You get the old style Ewok, Darth Vader, Lando, Princess Leia in a bikini, Luke Skywalker, old Ben Kenobi, a stormtrooper, a TIE fighter pilot, a Tusken Raider, and on the next page you get Darth Sidious, the Emperor, Darth Maul, the Kashyyyk clone trooper scout, which I don't think I ever played as him, and a bunch of Clone Wars characters.
You know what I found interesting? If
What?
you had Lego Star Wars 1 and 2, Lego Star Wars 2 had an option where you could play your character, like if had the memory card with the save data from Lego Star Wars 1, you could play your the characters from Lego Star Wars 1 in Lego Star Wars 2 in free play.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Do you remember that?
Yep. I think Indiana Jones also had a similar thing, where you could customize 2 different characters with the parts based on playable characters, but no matter who you had, like whatever their abilities were, they could always use Indiana Jones's whip. In the Wii version of it at least, I remember that you could keep like not throwing, but like shaking the Wii remote to use the whip.
I would like.
But I had a character that had a bazooka.
I would like to show this. These are all of the ships you got in Lego Star Wars 3. If you're like the new player and stuff, you got the Y-Wing, the gunship, Ahsoka, and Anakin's Jedi Starfighters. Those were the ships you got from the start. And every time you beat a level, or you could buy these ships, you got mini snowspeeder. I don't know why these are mini, like in polybag scale, but like a lot of the ships are in that scale. Like there's a mini Imperial shuttle, mini Venator, mini Arc 170, mini V-19 turret, a mini Star Destroyer, mini Sith infiltrator, mini Anakin Jedi Starfighter, which is the Interceptor, a mini TIE Fighter, a mini TIE Interceptor, a mini X-Wing, a mini Slave One, the mini Falcon, and then if you beat the entire game, you got Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, but in regular scale.
Okay.
I can't remember in Lego Indiana Jones if there are 5 or 6 secret characters from the original from Star Wars in the game.
I know Han Solo was in it.
Right.
And I think Luke might have been in it.
Just gonna bring up from the chat a couple things I saw. Disney Freak 309 said Cars 3 is going to be about how Lightning is getting older and he is going to become like Doc Hudson and teaching younger racers how to race. Lego Lover 225 said I watched the first Cars movie and liked it. What's everyone's favorite movie? Disney Freak 309 said let's hope there will be a Toy Story 4 sets. My favorite movie is Toy Story 3. Graphic Bricks joined the room, so hey, Graphic Bricks.
Hey, Graphic.
I acknowledged you in the chat. But he said he was out playing Pokemon, tried to cross the road, and some people were honking at him.
So wait, one of the questions was what our favorite movie is?
Yep. Also, Lego Lover 225 said his was a Back to the Future full trilogy. I liked the first one, not to play along with everyone else, but I didn't really like the second one as much. Favorite like single movie is kind of hard for me to pick. I like a lot of them.
My personal favorite single movie when I was a kid was Ghostbusters.
Yeah, that one's good.
My favorite is Attack of the Clones. Please don't hate me.
Wait, is this favorite movie?
I saw Attack of the Clones when it came out in theaters, and I liked it.
Yeah, I really liked it.
I think it's because Episode 1 was so dry on action that
then
Attack of the Clones really supplemented.
And mental note, you'll like Ghostbusters 2 Maniac. It's I feel like, without giving spoilers, to it. I feel it's like more campy than the
Okay.
than the first one. It had a really good plot to it, and the jump scares are really good.
Oh yeah. I can't wait to watch. I'm actually planning on watching it later today, after I work on the videos.
Wait, is this
I-
favorite movie?
Yep, we're talking about favorite movies.
Okay.
I think
One
my
of
favorite
favorites was Wall-E. I really liked that one. I really like one of the things I liked the best about it was that it had very little dialogue to go on. It was more of a show than tell thing.
Like like so like my personal dream set. Um if they do another Wall-E set, I would love Eve.
I don't know about you guys, but I really like The Martian.
That's a really good film.
I haven't seen it, so I can't.
Is that Matt Damon?
Yeah.
That's there. So I loved that film when it came out.
It sounds really good, and I want to see it. I just haven't.
But I think my favorite movie is either The Dark Knight or Inception.
Those were really good. I watched
I feel like
Inception
a three-way,
twice.
four-way tie. I've got like Empire Strikes Back, The Dark Knight,
Oh,
Civil
yeah,
War,
there we go.
Tron Legacy. They're my four favorites. I can't pick one.
Empire Strikes Back is like my favorite Star Wars movie. It's a classic every
Another one of
time.
my favorites was the old Batman movie, Batman 1989.
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
that
that
was
one's
It's because of the Jack Nicholson Joker.
yeah.
My least favorite Batman movie was oh shoot I don't know if any of you guys remember Batman and Robin.
Oh, that was horrible.
Oh, nobody wants to remember that.
What do you
Like
think
the-
of Batman Forever? The one
like
that
the
for it.
No, we don't speak about that.
like the only thing good to come out of Batman and Robin is you got to see Alicia Silverstone in leather.
You're crazy.
What?
Let me go back to the chat.
Okay.
I missed a few things. Lego Lover 225 said you can do that with Indiana Jones for the Wii. In that you can have multiple. You can create your own figures and play with them in the free play levels. Disney Freak 309 said Episode 2 was his least favorite. Graphic Bricks asked if we've seen Anchorman because Will Ferrell is funny. I love that. That was a good movie for Will Ferrell. I still want to make a short brick film of the cannonball scene, but instead, like making Lego, but instead have President Business. I want to do that with like short little clips of Will Ferrell, but as President Business, because I think that would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Or even like Elf, like have President Business sitting in an office desk and like, Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color?
Or if you do Elf, do a bunch of microfigs, and have him as a mini fig to make it look like he's a lot larger than the elves.
I could make him even a lot larger if I use the giant boots. Like the ones he had in the Lego movie.
Graphic Bricks says Elf is a Christmas classic in his house
Oh yeah.
every year.
I think that applies for my house too. We always watch that. It's become a classic with things like Frosty the Snowman and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
And the Thad 2020 said Batman Robin was the best superhero movie.
You have the right to your opinion, but I don't think everyone else is gonna stay quiet.
Disney Freak, what's your favorite Lego set of all time?
I
I hate this
have to do a
question.
top something about that for top Lego sets of all time. Because I can't pick. First of all, I can't pick one. Second of all, I want to make it anyways. And
my personal favorite theme of all time, because I just can't pick one set, was Dino Attack.
that was a good theme.
Which there's actually two versions of the theme. There's Dino Attack, and there's Dino Attack 2010.
Yep.
Which was actually most people think it was a reboot of the same theme, but it was actually a rebranding of the theme for the European market.
Yep.
Most people think it's a reboot of Dino Attack, but it was actually a rebranding of the European market.
Yeah, I remember it in instructions at the same time. In the back of it, when it would say you can win sets by doing a survey, it showed pictures of Dino 2010, and I had no idea at the time, but that was just the European version. Ironically, a cleaner version of the set. Ooh. You should have that guy down. Oh, he's gone. He's out. But yeah, surprisingly, the European version was cleaner than the American version, because usually it's the other way around. Like they do a lot more censorship for the American version on violence. Because in the European, it's like you catch them with nets, not with tranquilizer guns.
Disney Freak said, my favorite is going to be the Disney Castle, which is kind of obvious. But since it's not out yet, my favorite is the Simpsons house.
It's a good one.
Yes it is. Yes it is. Delta Brick Studio.
Hey, Delta's here.
You
have an invite.
In case you were wondering what the question was that Delta Brick asked, he said, "Is this the Lego Island video game?"
And yes, it is. We've went to just about all the places in the video game. We didn't really play with all the characters. We haven't even done the storyline though, so maybe we could do that at this point. Go build a helicopter, set the Brickster free, free the Brickster free. I'm not making that up. That's actually part of the dialogue of the game, but again,
I still don't understand how. Well, I'm not gonna spoil it, but I'll comment on it when it happens, because I'm not gonna spoil the game.
All right. I thought there was something else in the chat I missed. Oh, Disney Freak 309 said earlier, so Toy Story is going to become Star Wars. The first three was a trilogy. Now the new one will start a different chapter. That's true. Because now we're not focusing on Andy, we're focusing on Bonnie. And possibly other kids. That would actually be pretty cool. Like, if she had a play date with her friends or a sleepover or something, and they were playing with the toys, that could bring a whole bunch of possibilities.
Or she bought, or the other kid brought her favorite stuffed toy, and the kids have, and the toys have to learn how to, and the toy that the other kid brought over, was a jerk, and and Bonnie toys, which were Andy's toys, had to deal with the toy being a jerk?
Oh, Disney Freak said Bonnie's not going to be a huge part of the movie. Well, shows who's been watching, who's been on the Toy Story radar. But that's fun. But that's interesting. I remembered seeing Toy Story 3. It must have been either junior year or so of high school, maybe senior year. So it was very timely.
Toy, the ending of Toy Story 3 always made me cry.
Oh, I was crying in the theater when I saw it. My brother saw it with me. He's a little bit older. He was crying in the theater. I'm sure a whole bunch of people were. It's actually fun being in the
That
theater.
didn't make me cry, but you know what made me cry? Up. That one scene from Up.
The beginning, yeah.
No, not the beginning. The middle when he has. Oh yeah, I think it might have been in the beginning where he has the flashbacks of his wife.
Oh yeah. That was very early on, and
I was like, no, I'm crying.
Yeah.
Disney Freak 309 says Woody, Buzz, and the gang go out to bring Little Bo Peep back to them. That's true. She was missing from most of Toy Story 3, so must be some interesting story there.
Oh, the
You guys
probably
want to change the color of the helicopter?
Because wasn't she at the day camp or whatever?
Remember
all the toys were at the day camp?
They were at the daycare, but Bonnie isn't at
yeah.
daycare.
Oh.
She was with somebody else. I don't think she was involved with that until
I thought Little Bo Peep was missing completely from Toy Story 3.
Probably. We want to change the color on the helicopter pieces?
Mm.
I'm just picking a little bit randomly. John Lasseter said it's going to be a romantic comedy between Woody and Bo Peep. Okay. According to Disney Freak, that's interesting.
I have a question. Did they ever make that sticker of the lineup board?
This?
No, the lineup.
Oh, this. They have made it for, I think, one of the more recent police stations in Lego City, but it didn't have the same numbers on it. On the bottom of it, it had a picture of a small blue brick, and then it had like these lines going up and had numbers with it. But they didn't have one just like this board. I would think of it, whenever I see that, I usually think of The Usual Suspects.
Yeah.
But I can't say any more about that on this stream.
Whenever I think of that, whenever I see that, I think of Lego Lego Space Police 3.
Yeah, that's true. Because in a lot of the commercials. Or maybe we could change this to a money helicopter. Or an octane helicopter. No, seriously, it has like a money print here now.
Oh, that's so funny.
Chopper Guy's in the stream. Says he makes short videos about shopping random objects. Cool. And judging by his profile picture, I guess he cuts with his hand, not with like a. I don't know.
Yeah, and Disney Freak, the reason she was not in it because in the end with the garbage fire, Bo Peep would have melted, and Pixar wanted to be realistic.
That's interesting.
Okay.
You're right.
I have no idea what that means. I have an idea what it means, but it's still kinda. Like if you guys watching, if you want to ask me questions about vintage Lego themes related to Lego Island, go ahead and shoot.
Yeah, because there's a lot that we've been looking up. We've been researching a lot as a Brick Theorist about Lego Island. We'll talk a little bit more about it in upcoming videos, but you can ask us questions now to get a little bit of insight. We've thrown in a couple facts here and there, but I'd like to hear what you guys think. If it's about like what sets are used in the game, or we even know a little bit about the production behind Lego Island, like how they like the planning for either between like making it for just this game or they're gonna make a whole bunch of sequels and things like that. There's actually a lot to learn about it. I was surprised to find there was a lot of information about it. You can actually fly the helicopter on your own around the island. We can do that briefly before we let the Brickster go.
Yeah. The reason I'm not gonna comment on what I'm gonna comment because it's kind of a spoiler, and for people that haven't played the game.
Right. I know graphically this is not perfect. Like, there's a lot of angles. You can even see how the ocean looks in here. It's just like a texture applied across the entire thing. Not even moving. But, I guess it's nostalgia that makes us enjoy it.
Didn't the game, fudge, didn't the game come out when Windows 95 came out?
I think it was after that. Because I remember it being compatible with Windows 98. I think 1997 was the magic year.
I personally like the like I know there's a brick theory on the page where it says the Brickster and Jailbreak Joe are kinda, I don't know exactly what it's called, what the theory's called. I don't know if it was related to the videos that you're doing or what.
It is the video that I'm doing, and that's kind of why I did this launch party to be Lego Island based, because that's the video I was going to publish as the first Brick Theory on the channel. And it was supposed to lead into the live stream, but because of technical difficulties and memory issues, I didn't have enough space to continue making the video before the live stream. So I'll do it afterwards.
And it's still relevant.
Yeah.
But for those people that didn't know, they made the Brickster, they made Jailbreak Joe first. Then later on they made the Brickster.
Yep. So technically, that kind of proves my theory, because in it I say that in some of the earlier Lego magazines, they had Jailbreak Joe, but he was named the Brickster. So then this comes out, that kind of just continues with him. Alright, so now it's time to get a pizza. Actually, I could go for some pizza for lunch. Not talking about this game. The last time I was playing it to test it on my computer, I did get pizza afterwards. I was just like, it's like I'm in real life Lego Island. Actually, now there's an idea. Because people love Pokemon Go right now, and I've heard occasionally of people that want to have like other apps that do the same thing, but outside of Pokemon. There's an idea for a Lego one where you could go around, play it like a real life Lego Island. So you have certain restaurants that you can go to and pretend to throw, pizza and deliver it places. I don't know. Because the game has all the basics. Actually, here's something interesting. I find it interesting that there's a hospital, there's a police station, but there isn't a fire station. But there is a fire truck. Because if you remembered in the racing world, there was like a tunnel that the fire truck came out of. And, but there's no fire station here. Now, here's something also interesting. The dialogue changes every time you play the game. So, the Brickster has different things that he'd say when he gets out of jail. And I actually do have a couple, well, I don't have videos about it, but I have been watching videos that somebody made with all the dialogue in the game. Like, going through every single character's scenario for how it's played out in Lego Island. And I gotta admit, that's a lot of work, and pretty well done.
I I remember one of the one of the sound bites in Lego Island was something about him using pizza sauce to melt the bars.
Yeah. They ordered like a really super hot pizza, and that would melt the jail bar.
That's why
Ocean Man.
that's why I didn't wanna comment on it. I've always wondered how that worked.
Right. I would like to think it's not actually possible, but that would be a really funny Brick Theory. Like, for me to go out into the real world, test out one of the hottest pizzas, and then check if you can actually melt metal with it. Because I mean that'll be like with game theory. They have a thing called Game Lab, and briefly before that, Reality Check, where they did stuff with video games in real life. So that maybe this would be our equivalent of it. It would be called Reality Check. Still have the funny same presence. Disney Freak 309 is asking, are you getting new theory once a month? We're hoping to do more than one thing a month. My idea was that we would get it done at least once a week, but because of a lot of other issues, I haven't really gotten to work on any of this stuff until now. Issues that don't need to be described in the live stream, but I can work a little bit more on them now. Pumpkin and I can get together at some point to work on the next theory. We'll see what we can do as far as other theories outside of that. We're also having other segments such as, minifigure profiles. So we'll talk about specific minifigures once a week for like production history of Lego and like story-wise history of Lego. I'm trying to think, what else do we have? Weekly Fact of Lego. Bricks for Me right now is doing our first video for it. That's about Lego Island. That's what I mentioned when I say later we'll talk about more of the trivia of Lego Island and some of the things that went into like ideas for making the game. So we're planning on having about 3 to 4 videos a week. We're not going to do live streams. Oh, hold on. I don't know why, but my the game just shut down on me.
Uh-oh. Ooh, that's not good.
The Bricks for Me says it could be called Lego versus Life. Maybe. We could try that out. We also had another idea. I don't remember if a lot of people wanted it. Hold on. I'm just going to get us back into the game. That's the first time it crashed on me. Recently trying it out. But anyways, we had another idea David and I came up with. It was about how does it stack up. It had to do with how certain Lego sets compare to another version of it, usually for licenses, but can also be for like if it's TV, if it's video game.
I can like if we're doing like if we're doing how it stacks up.
Yeah.
I can do a video on that because I recently got two versions of a mobile command center that one from 2014 and one from 2011, and they look like completely different models.
We could try something like that. I was thinking more on the lines of, for example, is there a version of the Lego Batmobile that's based on a certain movie that's accurate to the movie in terms of detail and things like that, or even Ninjago or Chima and Nexo Knights have TV shows that show the things differently. Like I remember in Ninjago Season 2, they had a lot of Fangpire-related vehicles. And, does that compare well with the set versions of them? Because, the set obviously you had to build up what looks like a snake on each of the vehicles.
I think
things like that, but even comparing them to each other sounds like a cool idea too.
I think they my personal opinion. I think the Serpentine set can compares well to the physical versions.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Okay. I'm gonna check back and see if it's saved where we left off. 'Cause I don't think. No, it didn't save the helicopter being built there, so we're gonna have to build it again. Brooks for me says he likes the idea of how does it stack up. I kind of like your idea, minifigure collector, about comparing different versions to each other. Because, like, you know, especially for something like Star Wars, where you have a whole bunch of rebooted versions of the same set. Now, how many X-Wings are there? How many TIE Fighters are there? How many versions of Luke Skywalker are there?
Or 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 like different versions of similar looking minifig. Like I have two criminal with similar thumbprint, but one of them had back break.
Right.
Hey, Maniac.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Never mind.
Oh.
I think somebody had to I think somebody had their stream volume up.
Mine's
what
up.
is-
Might be though, I'm not sure. I'm working on the sword right now. This is where I'm at.
I notice it's echoing when either me or minifigure collector talks.
Well, it's not me.
Is it still there?
I think so.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna make it a green helicopter. So we can have the money shooting money as a money copter.
Alright, I reload to if it was me, the problem's always up.
Oh, okay.
So I am currently taking apart sets and bagging them up so it won't be completely jammed when I move.
That's good.
How
I guess you're putting them into like Ziploc bags or something?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna put them into Rubbermaid bins and
how
You see that?
like how
Yeah.
how far are you moving from your current location?
Cross country.
Oh wow.
Where?
Seattle.
Ooh, I heard I heard there's more rainy days than sunshine in Seattle.
Yep. I've actually lived there for 2 years, so.
Okay. You've been used to it. The nice green copter.
Like I
Made
would
out of
hate
money.
I would hate to live in Seattle because I'm one of the people I'm one of the kind of people that like to go out and go bike riding.
But did you know that there are 3 Lego stores within a 30-minute radius?
In Seattle?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's good news for Big B.
Yeah, that's probably been news for him for a while.
I know there's a certain Lego store that he likes to go to. That he doesn't go in. That he doesn't go in. At a brick seller, he goes in as an 8-ball.
Oh no, this bag had a hole in the bottom.
Oh no. I've had some of them where it's a hole in the side of it, and if I put it on the ground, they'll spill out.
Maniac.
Yep.
I got my I did my first ever sponsored video.
Really? With who?
It's a company called Whatnot Toys. they're launching a new line in the U.S. that's been popular in Britain for a while called Zomblings.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And I contacted them and they sent me they sent me some of the pack to check out and I did a video on it.
Cool. I'll take a look at that at some point.
Yeah, but I was so excited. Like I wasn't expecting them to contact me back, but they like contacted me and asked what my YouTube channel was. Then they contacted me and said, can I have your shipping information, and we'll send you some sample packs.
Pretty good. I can't really say if I've done sponsorship before. Like, yes, I've talked about brands like Brick Warriors and Blinky Lights and other things on my channel on Maniac for Bricks, but I bought those things and intended to review them. Like I let those companies know I'm reviewing your product for Customs Month last August, but I didn't get paid anything for it. They were just kind of like, oh, send us a link when you review it.
Yeah,
So
that's essentially what happened. That's essentially what happened here. They basically said enjoy the Zomblings. And when you post the video, let us know.
So good.
Sorry.
And I put in the email back to them after I sent the video. After I sent the video, hopefully we can work in the future. We can work in the future.
Nice. That works out. I'm checking back in the live chat, and it says Disney Freak 309 said his closest LEGO store is 35 minutes away, and Bricks for Me said the closest for him is an hour and a half. Yeah, thank goodness for the online store. Yeah, I agree. The closest for me is somewhere between 45 minutes to an hour away. If I remember
my closest LEGO store is probably 25 minutes. It's in a mall. Ironically, right across the hall is an Apple store in the mall.
There's two types of stores you would not find outside of a mall. Then across from it is a Roy Rogers. Actually, no, I can't say that because they do have their own stores. Recently, they reopened in my area, and I'm really happy about it. I went there on Sunday to check it out, and it was alright. But they didn't have much of a selection because the one I went to was at a rest stop. So I need to go to like one of the actual stores or one that's usually bigger in a mall.
What is just to clarify, what is a Roy Rogers?
Roy Rogers is a restaurant. It has, I don't remember if they have burgers, but I know they have chicken. They have a couple other meat-related items. They might have mashed potatoes. I don't remember. It's kind of like a Western-themed restaurant. Kind of like Outback.
Oh, okay, I get it. Some, say no more.
Alright. Sold.
Did anybody see the video?
Gotta love the roadblock.
Did anybody see
Literally.
video where somebody was at the mall and they traded a paperclip for they essentially got Legos.
Really?
Yeah, they kept trading up, and they went to the Lego store, and the Lego employee um, gave the person the classic knight set, the the soldier, the Royal Guard from Nectar Knights, the toucan polybag, and I can't remember what the other polybag was. But it was 4 items.
It's pretty interesting. All that from a paperclip?
Well, he kept trading. Well, it wasn't not. It wasn't. He kept trading up, and the Lego store was his last stop.
Okay.
What did he trade for the Lego stuff?
A tote bag, some Oprah coffee, and some makeup.
Okay, so basically what we're doing now, I saw a little bit of the chat where Bricks for Me said that the Maniac was freaking out in the background. I think it's funny. It is pretty funny. Like, when the audio's on, when the Brickster first escapes, there's like, Infomaniac is talking, like everybody that you saw on screen before is talking at the same time. And then they just go one by one talking.
Which
This
is
actually, we can fail this. For those who are watching the first time, this actually does have a bit of a, not really time limit to it, but just kind of a pay attention to it. Because it's not like, oh, if I just wait right here, he won't take apart that building entirely. No, he will, and he did. It was there, and it was gone. I remember as a kid, I never really completed this because the last part of it was always like very difficult for me. Then I played it like a week ago, and I was like, yeah, no problem.
Like it's amazing. It's amazing what you can't be as a kid, then you play as a adult, and it's like you can beat it like that.
Yeah. Usually I have the opposite effect. Like, I've tried to play the NES games more recently. I can't play them as good as I did when I was younger. Like, granted, they were hard when I was younger too, but I do like worse now.
I have a question for everybody in the chat that's a really interesting one. And everybody in the panel can answer too. What originally lit the fire of you becoming a Lego maniac?
Don't know.
Just to clarify what I mean is, what was the spark your interest that made you get your first set?
I get it. I don't really remember that far back, but for me, I know my brother started playing with Lego before I did, so I kind of attribute it to that.
This one's an easy answer for me because Lego helped by manual dexterity. That's what, and I still remember my first two sets that I got. My first two sets that I got were Wave Racers and I can't remember the set name, but it was the set that it was the old police set that had the patrol car and the patrol car and the bike and the motorcycle. I can't remember the name of it.
Alright, this is going to be difficult for me, because for those who haven't played the game before, the idea is you're supposed to pick up the helicopter pieces, because the Brickster took it apart after getting the ambulance, and that's what we were picking up when we were chasing him. So there's other pieces to the helicopter still around, and depending on how many you collect before he tears apart the town, it'll change. They usually appear in the same spots, but they do change every now and then when you play the game over and over. But the thing you're supposed to do is you're supposed to listen for a whistling sound. So that, the louder it is, the closer you are. And then you can click on it, grab it. But I don't have the speakers on, so I have to just guess. I kind of have an idea where they are, but I could be wrong.
So is the so would you say that AI is the AI in this game for 1997 pretty, on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being really good and 1 being awful, where would you rate the AI in this game?
I'd rate it, compared to now, I would rate it somewhere, maybe 3 or 4. Because a lot of the AI, when we were racing, they follow the same patterns. They don't really, do anything different to make it more challenging. As far as moving the pieces around, it does change a little bit, so props to that. Because usually, I would think of finding it on that island over here. But it has changed around. Sometimes it's behind the pizzeria or behind the post office, and I don't find it there right now. So, again, it's also changing because I collected a certain number of the pieces before the Brickster went away. There's also one that's apparently in this very tiny corner, right behind the superstore. I don't know why. That's like a very, very tiny spot to find it.
Has anybody in the custom Lego world actually made a custom jukebox?
I know that they've made jukeboxes out of Lego parts, but I don't think they've modified pieces to make it. I think Lego Dimensions even has a brick-built jukebox, if I remember correctly. I can actually click from this from really far away, but I choose not to. Gonna look back in the chat and see what we missed before. There's a couple things. Disney Freak 309 said, I started doing a lot of chores around the house so I can get the money to get the Disney castle, so that's cool. He also asked if he's the only one that's going to pick it up in August. There'll be a bunch of people that will. Usually reviewers will pick it up. There's might be some Disney collectors here and there. Personally, I know I'm not going to pick it up.
And Brick for me said it when my 11.
Bricks for me said, I want to see the bad ending. Can we vote on that? Actually, yeah, we could check out the bad ending.
It was and also Brick for me said it when my 11th birthday and the Creationary game set. after that was how I really got into Lego.
I actually don't know if you can fail just at this part when it comes to like failing the story mode.
And
Because it kind of just keeps waiting until you collect all the pieces.
and also Disney Freak said I just turned 8. Disney Freak F FDC law state in order for a minor to surf the net, they have to have a parent behind them. They have to have a parent or guardian behind you if you're under the age of 13.
Right, you need their permission, but you also need them to be with you. Because the internet's a big place.
Yeah,
I mean,
never know
we
what
keep
you're
it
gonna
clean
find.
here, but that's not gonna be the same everywhere. Back up here.
I just wanted to throw that little tidbit of information out there because Disney Freak said he just turned 8.
Right.
Whoa, happy birthday.
I mean, happy birthday too. But stay safe. Maybe it's up here. I forget I checked up here already. The angles in this game are not really that helpful. Like, this game by itself hasn't really aged well because of, like, if you notice, like, on every path, I had, like, specific ways of turning. Even with, like, every turn, it feels like it's at a certain point. Where is this last piece? Checked almost everywhere. And again, I don't think you can have a bad ending at this point. It's usually the point after it.
Hi, Oreo. What you doing? What you doing, Oreo?
Disney Freak said he got a Lego in 2010 because of the Toy Story team and the RC set. That one was pretty cool. That was one of my first ones for Toy Story. I mean, I wrote one before that.
I was talking to my cat.
Okay. That explains everything.
What?
Because I was hearing a lot, and I was just like, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
Top of the building, were they?
My cat is named Oreo.
That's awesome.
I bet you can,
one over here?
like, I bet you can guess by the name, what his fur palette is.
Yep. Black and white.
Precisely.
They wouldn't put it behind. Oh my gosh, they put it behind the police station. I don't remember that being a spot for finding the pieces. You really have to look over the island in some cases. Minutes to find that one.
So with the infomaniac on screen, does that mean you found all the parts?
Yeah. That's pretty much all you need to say. You found all the parts, let's build the helicopter. And it goes off of what you already collected. Like, I think it's supposed to be based on what you collected when you were chasing the Brickster. That show, and then you just get everything else here. But I don't remember some of these parts being picked up. Like, I don't remember picking up a windscreen. Or, well, no, I do remember that being picked up. By the way, no matter what color you make this stuff, it appears in the game as the same thing. Which I find surprising because I thought it would change color. And depending on how the game wants to set this up, we could either have a short dialogue or a long dialogue for the next part. I think we're getting the short dialogue for this one. Or at least one of the short ones. Because I think for this there's like 2 or 3 versions. One of them the Infomaniac starts with, the other one Laura Brick starts with, and then the third one you see what do we call them? You see the rest of them coming up, like Papa and Mama Briccolini. So what we're doing now, this is supposed to be like the end-all be-all, the finale for the story mode. The idea is you want to catch the Brickster with the cops because they're riding around on motorcycles. The Brickster will speed up when he gets pizza, so you kind of want to lure him into where the cops are. I don't even know. They could be on the other side of the island for all I know. There they are. It's way over there. And it can be difficult. But the idea is that you're supposed to lure them over and catch them. Donuts will make the cops go faster. Pizza will slow them down. Pizza will make the Brickster go faster. Donuts don't really do anything for him.
So the point is to get the cops and to get the Brickster and the cops can interact so the cops can get the Brickster and put him back in the clink.
Yep. There's all these donuts here. See, this is what I mean, like, the AI is not always that great. Like, there's all these donuts and it doesn't really pick up on them. The fact that, hey, there's donuts here.
I think in Lego Island 2, it was a lot better. It had a lot better AI. At least that's my opinion.
Bricks, for me, voted that we get the bad ending, which we can do. And basically, when we get the bad ending, the only thing that happens is we'd have to do everything in the storyline over again, and then just complete this part correctly. Basically, you know when the bad ending happens because the Brickster will take apart every single building. I think the information center is the only thing he doesn't touch, but the last building that he touches is the pizzeria. It's always the same. I think as far as which buildings other than that he goes to, it kind of changes. Where is he? Oh, there he is. You actually have a certain, like, sometimes the game will glitch out when you try to throw stuff like this around. Like, you can only throw so many of them, and...
could you, I just had a question. Could you do an aerial view in the copter, like, have the Lego Island, game on your screen and be building like a city, and just have the just be flying around in the copter and do the layout like it is in Lego.
You probably could.
Like
roads wise,
layout
I don't know exactly how it would work.
In Lego Island.
Yeah, roads wise, it might be a little difficult because, you know, some of the Lego road plates do go over different areas, but I don't know how you would recreate that in this scenario. I actually might get them to catch him. But usually when he gets close to the cops, he does back away. So let's see what happens. I'm not even gonna throw any more out. I just want to see what happens at this point. knock somebody over. There's still donuts that are stuck in the ground. I think, yeah, he's supposed to hit the gas station, and then the pizzeria might be it. I don't remember. Did he touch the post office or superstore after that? I don't remember those being,
Yay! Yay, they caught him!
Did I? No, he's still going. He didn't even bother with that building. He's done with it.
Well, it looks like they caught him.
No, he's still going. Okay, so he does take out the post office, which again, you can't walk into the building. He took out the superstore, which again, you can't walk into that building.
I think in Lego Island 2, there were a lot more buildings.
No, that's it. He just took out the pizzeria. There you go, bad ending. Again, the music is actually, I'm glad that that's taken out because it's really, really sad. Really sad music in there.
That minifigure is terrifying.
It is. It is a very terrifying bad ending. But at least now we have a little piece of Brick Theory right there. Very important part for the video I need to make for it. I'm not gonna tell any more than that. Those who know will know.
Like the I don't think I've seen creepier minifigures, so that one really doesn't faze me that much.
Yeah, but I think it's mostly the audio that makes it creepier. By the way, Disney Free 309 said he left. He's gonna go play Star Wars Battlefront. So thanks for joining.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for joining.
Bricks for me. You saw the helicopter. When you're in the helicopter, once Brickster takes apart all the buildings, you get the bad ending. Yeah, I think we're all caught up after that. So now let's do it right. I'm going to skip through it a little bit. By hitting the spacebar, you can actually skip through some cutscenes. So I can just skip through to playing it.
Doesn't the Brickster in the bad ending cackle?
Yeah, he does cackle a little bit.
That probably what makes it creepy, the cackling.
And there's like thunder behind him. Also, I don't know if anybody noticed earlier in the live stream, when we were playing as Nick Brick, and we went to the... Did we go to the... I don't remember if we went to the jail as Nick Brick, but if you're playing any character other than Pepperoni, the pizza sign over here will properly spell pizza. Since Pepper can't read, this is what it looks like. So it has the letters mixed up.
I did not know that. I thought the Brickster wrote that. I always thought the Brickster wrote that. I didn't know that's how Pepperoni.
Yeah.
How Pepperoni sees it.
That's something that they do mention between characters, especially the Brickster, is that, well, the Brickster definitely loves poking at everybody at the island. Like, whoever you're playing as, if you play as Laura, she can't count. If you play as Nick, he can't smell. I forget what it is for Papa and Mama, but they have something with each of them too that they can't do. For Pepper, it's he can't read. If I just hit the spacebar, I can skip through this cutscene and just go straight to it. But yeah, when we get this done, I could play as anybody else, and we could go to the jail, and you can see the sign changes.
So how many minifigs are actually in the Lego Island game as cast? I mean,
Good question.
I mean, I mean, just.
Oh, Disney Freak 309 wanted to mention he's not 8 right now. He's saying when he was 8 was when he got into Lego.
Oh.
Yeah, just clarifying that. I'm trying to think now how many minifigures are on Lego Island. Because there's the 5 you can play as. There's the Infomaniac and the Brickster, so that's 7. There's the other police officer you can't play as, that's 8. There's Snap Locket, who's the guy at the beach. Who's
There's the 4 minifigs. There's the 4 minifigs watching the wave race.
Right, so that would be 13. There's the guy at the bank. I know they all have names, but I can't remember what the names are right now.
There's
like if you go to the bank, sometimes there's a guy with brown pants and a white shirt.
There's
also a voice of Wes Jenkins.
There's a girl at the gas station.
Right, and there's the guy at the gas station. So it's got to be around 16 or so.
Yeah, between 16 or 20.
Yeah. Still a lot of character to have in a game.
Like if anybody in the chat wants to do research on it and give us an accurate number, that would be cool.
Mm-hmm. This is interesting. He just took out the Superstore, which last time, as we saw, was like one of the last buildings he went to. So, again, the replayability makes it interesting because you could play the game and he'll go to different places every time. It's not like, oh, I go to this point, this point, this point, and he's done.
So with Lego Island, one of those games, like once you play the game, like if you replay it, it has it still follows the same storyline, but it kind of deviates a little bit, so it's not like the same game over and 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 over.
Yeah. I mean, virtually, this is the same storyline every time, but, you know, the paths that the Brickster takes, the parts that you get, those things change. Even when you're playing with the other characters, you could have a whole bunch of different dialogue, like I mentioned earlier. Like, I found somebody on YouTube that has videos that has to do with every dialogue in Lego Island. Like, all compiled. And, like, you know, there's multiple cut scenes that you can get to, even in the storyline. I mean, there'll still be some things that are staples, like the bad ending will always look like that at the bad ending. But some things change, which makes it fresh.
I can't think of any other Lego games that actually do something like that.
Yeah.
Like the only one that might come to mind is Lego Alpha Team.
I don't think that one does. Because, yeah, you could place objects around anywhere you want, but there's usually a path to which ones you put where.
Hang on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Didn't Lego Universe have an option where you could just like build your own island?
Hello.
I don't remember. I didn't play Lego Universe enough
I think
to
it did.
figure that out. It's cool though.
Yeah, it was
Was it-
actually like you would you don't have unlimited bricks. You would have to like buy them at certain worlds. So it's really cool.
It's like in-game money, right? Not real money.
Yeah. Yes.
I'd like to try that for Lego Worlds. If I can get back into that game, to make like Lego Island with it would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would.
I have seen on Minecraft somebody made Lego Island in using all the Minecraft blocks.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's
That sounds
there's some videos about it on YouTube.
Sweet.
I've also seen that they made Minecraft skins based on Lego Island characters.
I just find it amazing that Lego Island is still significant almost that's still significant 20 years later.
Yeah.
Well, it's 19 years later, but
It's pretty close.
but I'm not trying to split hairs here.
Right. That'd be really cool if Lego made a remastered version of Lego Island as a video game. Maybe with like more features, better graphics, you know, more customization. options.
I would love to see them make a remastered version of Lego Island. But using like modern like modern sets.
Oh yeah. I can see that.
And basically how the formula had gone through out I don't would you want the same plot?
I think it'd be good to have the same plot, but maybe it could be like, I know with some video games they do that. They'll remaster it and have it as the original game, but then there'll be a version of it that they update. By the way, I saw John Gillick is in the chat. Hey, thanks for joining us.
Like I would want a game oh fudge. I would want a Lego Island game where instead of it just being one criminal you had to go catch, it would be a combination of criminals throughout the years with like the Brickster at the head of the organization.
That would be cool. I could see that. Or maybe
Hey,
if they were to revise the game, they could put like the trilogy of Lego Island games together as one game. Because by itself, compared to nowadays, it wouldn't really amount to much. But if you put them together, at least it'll feel like a full game.
Hey guys, I've got to run, so see you guys around later.
I don't remember them making a Lego Island 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean by remember that?
I do not remember them making a.
Well, Lego Island Extreme Stunts is the third one.
Oh, okay. Okay. I did not know that. Well, they kinda made a Lego Island game, on the Lego on the Lego City site called My City.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of run the same plot line of Lego Island. It's called
Okay.
it's called My City, and it kind of it, it's except instead of having one criminal get free, it's a bunch of Lego criminals being free. And I have a theory on why there's so many criminals in Lego City.
Mm-hmm.
It's the it's the it's the fact the average um all the criminals are not just from one like particular region in the Lego world, and they're all coming to they're all like coming to the city to rob it and to go back to their own region, wherever that is.
It could be. Okay, the meeting's glitching a little bit on me. But he can't go anywhere else. He's stuck. He's gotta... Unless he walks past him, it's really not gonna... We got him. In the cave! Look at that! You saw it here.
Nice.
I figured, like, as soon as we got to the racetrack, there's just no two ways around it. It's probably, like, the best spot that you could catch him. Usually I catch him around either the lifeguard stand or the gas station, if I remember correctly. You can even see in the background the fire truck will show up on or around the pizza truck. Or, not pizza truck, giant flying pizza. Yeah, it gets crazy on Lego Island. That spaceship is actually from the set. The one up here?
Mm-hmm.
It's from, I don't remember which set it was, but I know that it was one that Brickstar reviewed a while ago. It had like a red frame for the launch command thing.
Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there's a fire truck.
And there's a giant pizza.
Yeah. See, that guy gets hit in the head with, I think it's a golf ball, but I don't even know where it came from. And I try to watch this over and over, and I still have no idea. That one person has a stack of heads and a flag on top of it. I just saw that now, and I was like, what?
Isn't the parasol isn't the umbrella that the Infomaniac had as he was laying the mark? Isn't that from the pizzeria?
That's from, yeah, it's from the Pizza to Go set, which I have on the opposite side of the room. I'm looking at it now, I'm like,
I think so.
yeah, it does have a lot of parallel. And that came out around the same time. I think that's it as far as the live stream goes, because we've explored just about everything we could in Lego Island. There's no completion bonus for doing all of the, like, getting all the tasks. Like, if we go back into this room, I've already tested before. If you do everything in here, there's nothing new you get, unfortunately. And I say completion bonus because I've watched The Completionist way too much. But, so it kind of makes it not worth it, especially when a lot of these things, when you, Pepper is probably the most unique as far as anything going on here. For all the pizza missions, they do go to different places. Some of them you bring it to the racetrack, some of them you bring to the gas station, some of them you bring to the police station, some of them you bring to the hospital. That's the 4 of them. But as far as all the other things in here, they are the same places, the same build.
Maniac, on the um on the cube, when you go back to the room with the cube on the wall,
Yep.
are those um are those images of the set during that time that appear in Lego Island?
This one?
Yeah.
So this one has a funny story, and late into the writing of the weekly fact of Lego for Lego Island, I found this out and sent the information to Brick for me. Those sets are not only the same exact box, just in different angles, but the set itself on the box is not in Lego Island. Like, if you click on them, it'll build the models that are in Lego Island, but the set that's shown on there is not in the game. I think it's a type of Coast Guard set. I think it's called Hurricane Harbor, of no relation to the Six Flags place.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because I looked at it and I was like, I don't remember seeing that in game. And then I went to look on Bricklink. I looked by one of the parts, like a palm tree or something. Looked for every set that had a palm tree, and then found out what set it was here. Because it's hard to read the set number just from the image. But yeah, this is a set that is not in Lego Island. But as far as the live stream goes, I think we're pretty much wrapping things up here because there's not much else there is to do. And just be right back.
No, it's not Hurricane Harbor.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Okay.
And Pumpkin, I saw what you said. But I guess at this point, unless you guys have anything else to say, we could wrap up the live stream because we've done just about everything in the game.
Hold on, Maniac.
Hey, Dave.
I have something to show, but I'll be right there.
Alrighty then. I could wait. Actually, I didn't show some of the stuff in the information center, so we could look around there. This is the way to get out of it if you just to go back into playing on the island, but I hardly use it. There is the elevator here, which has a surprise. And I think it's a reference to when they're trying to make Beneath the Fantasy another Lego Island game. Either that or you can attribute it to the nonsense of Lego Island, because you're going a floor up, but you see under the water. There's also a couple of views out here. See, this part by itself wouldn't be so bad if the water moved.
Yeah.
Like I said, this game didn't age all that well. Still has nice music up here, but there's not much to that.
Oh, the
Airplanes.
radio.
Let a monkey out. I don't think that in this middle one is where the pirate is again from the cave, but he says another shortcut. And here you could change the lighting setting on the island. So, still customizing options. But in here is where it tells you if you press the Z key on your keyboard, you can make the plants dance. I did that a little bit earlier. You also have the radio up here. You can change night or day, even the color of the sky, the purple. So there's a whole bunch of customization we didn't even get to in this game. I think at one point I remember making the sky white. Like something like that. Make it green. Maybe make it yellow. Can we go for yellow? It's close. Yellow there.
I remember that little airplane.
Yep. So what'd you have to show us?
I don't remember if I got it from the game, but it's the Brickster
Yeah.
minifigure keychain.
I think the keychain, they did sell it separately, but the keychain came from Lego Island 2. Because I remember when I got the game, it
I
had
thought
that inside the box.
I thought they recently released the key they recently released the keychain for the Brickster, because I thought I saw it at the Lego store recently.
If they did, that would be pretty cool. But I don't remember if it's there. I know that with this game, they had the Infomaniac released with it in a poly bag.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a very
So,
cool thing.
so did the Brickster appear in the Lego Island Extreme Stunt set as an actual minifig instead of a keychain minifig?
Yep, he did. Because the same one that they had for the keychain in Lego Island 2 was what they used for him in Lego Island 3 for Extreme Stunts.
And consequently the set.
Yeah.
And I would like to I would like to thank you for being the go-between between us, between me and the and the and the Facebook seller.
Yeah. No problem. Because I was going to tag you in the post about it, but you weren't part of the group. So I thought if I message you about it and I can work with the seller, then I can still get the parts to you.
Yep. That's yeah. That's 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 cool. That's cool. It's cool that you let me know about it.
Thought it would help. So, do you guys have anything else you want to say before I close out?
Does anyone remember the Lego Adventurers Dino Island Racer set?
Dino Island. Is that like a small one, like a red car?
Yeah.
Yep.
Set number 5920.
Okay.
My brother got it back when he was younger.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I've had the Baron von Baron minifigure. Is that I'm rebuilding the set right now.
Oh, nice. You found all the parts to it?
Most of them.
Yeah, I wish I could rebuild the set. I got it back then, but I have no idea where the parts are now.
I got the
Came out in the year 2000. Wow.
Yeah.
like I didn't get the set, but I bought the minifig for like a couple bucks off a local Bricklink seller.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
And I just would like to say, always look at Lego. Always look at a Lego part in a different way than was originally intended. You might be surprised with what you can build.
Absolutely.
Like for examples, some examples they showed with the wheels from the Power Miner set when the Power Miner set came out, and these are official configurations from Lego. So there are legal connections.
Right.
They showed the wheels, not the small wheel, not the small wheels, but the larger wheels as rocket engines.
I can see that. That's pretty cool.
And they also used one of them to make like a ride. Make like a ride
Mm-hmm.
for it. They they turned they they did something really funny. They turned the Thunder Driller up on its side and put like a ride on top of it.
Oh yeah.
And
I remember
since
that.
since the Thunder Driller had that action where as you move the as you move it it
Mm-hmm.
the drill the outer drill spins one way and the inner drill spins the other.
Right.
Yeah. Um. It it was a pretty interesting theme. It was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Um. And the first time I saw wheels used as rocket engine is the Imperial Star Destroyer with uh, the first appearance at Grand Meetup Tarkin.
Right. I
Yeah.
remember that. Alright, so I think that's a good note to end it on. Oh, I can even change the trees. I didn't even know that could happen inside of the information center. Wait, give me
So
the concrete again.
so
There we go.
so guys, thanks for watching the live stream. Thanks for everybody that joined, and go check out weekly Facts of Lego when it comes up. Go check out Brick Theory numero uno when it comes out. And everybody, thanks for watching and keep building. Bye.
Bye. Well said.
Bye.
Probably have the Brick Theory video up later today, at best.
Remember to go forth and build on and a hashtag Blue Cup Nation.
Look out, nation. I love it.